into like a community center. Community center. A garage section, like a kitchen, bathroom, and then the main building was all,
Yeah, it has to be.
was a main building, you know what I mean? It was all preserved, it was, and then just have like glass doors or something like that, to keep the carriage.
Hey guys. We are now broadcasting. And it does not look like we're going to have a quorum. We're going to proceed because we have guests. So first we just announce to the public watching from home, this meeting of the Historical Commission will not be an official meeting as we do not have quorum and we are lacking the majority of the members of the body. But in attendance, we do have Bart Everett, Mercedes Powers, and Helen Rubin. And I am Scott Alberts. I am the Secretary of the Historical Commission. The other members will not be in attendance this evening, but we are going to take some questions from the public informally and allow people to bring matters to our attention. But this is not a meeting, and nothing here will be a matter of official record other than to just have a nice conversation about the work that we're doing and the stuff that the community wants to see us do.
Okay, Barbara Marinelli, I'm treasurer of the Upper Darby Historical Society. It came to our attention a couple months ago that County Council had approved the HUD, I guess, COVID emergency money. And we were looking to find out what the grant money has been determined. It was $150,000 for Collinbrook Farm. And that's where the Historical Society offices or our main headquarters is. And we were looking to see what that grant money is going to do to what structures at Collinbrook and to see if we have any input into possible repairs that need to be done to the facility. To the house itself. We have painting problems. The second problem is that our walkway is too narrow for wheelchairs and guests, as well as when children come in the spring tours, we can't get the wheelchairs for the disabled children up to the house. So we were looking to get permission to put in a walkway. Swedish Cabin did do something like that with their property. And so we're hoping, and we weren't quite sure what the procedure was in the past when we've come to the Historic Commission. It was something that we had to come with proposals and then we go before the commission, they say nay or yay, and then the township would take over from there. But we were trying to do the walkway as more of a volunteer, but if it could be incorporated into the grant funds, that would be great. The mayor also told our president, Jim Mullen, that there was additional funds that may be coming from the township from maybe the CDBG money, but we're not sure. So we're just, that's what we're here to find out, so what that is.
Thank you. And obviously, we're big fans of the work of the society and of yourself as a scholar. And we don't have specific information about that here at the commission at this time. But what I can do, I think would be in order, is that if there is money for Collinbrook Farm, and the Historical Society manages Collinbrook Farm, and I'm pretty sure this is probably on the agenda. We'll be convening a meeting, kind of get together and be on the same page, because you probably have ideas that we would never think of. And
Right.
I'm sure that there's, like any grant money, there's probably specific provisions of what rules about what it can and cannot be used for. So what I can do is I can take this to the mayor and to the folks who have been going after this money and trying to arrange a meeting for you.
Yeah, because we do have here the tenant that lives there, Rich Hickman, and he does, there's some property maintenance that needs to be done to it. So as I said, if we're just finding out if the grant's going to cover that, or if we need to, reach the mayor again and as a rental property, to get some of that stuff to it as well.
Absolutely. I'll be happy to make that connection.
Thank you very much.
Would anyone else like to address the commission?
Yeah. No, I think we're ready.
Okay. Well, so since we've gathered and we're not able to actually conduct any of the business, I will give an update on just what the commission is working on right now, which is there is a proposed demolition ordinance, which would affect a specific list of properties in the township that would save them from this current form of the ordinance. It would be demolition or major destruction of key features. Like if you had a building with a historic facade, you're going to remove the entire facade and put in glass storefront windows. That ordinance is near completion in terms of its being able to be recommended to Township Council, but we still have to complete the list of properties that would be included in the zoning overlay, which would be how this would be administered. There was the agenda for tonight was to discuss whether we wanted to move forward with that demolition ordinance to establish at least some level of protection for some properties in Upper Darby Township. It's currently there exists none. Or whether it makes sense to take the time to do the more extensive work that would be required to have a preservation ordinance, which would require a little bit more professional skills on the board. We would need to have design guidelines and a lot of public education around it. So that was the item that was going to be discussed, as well as sort of an exhortation to the members to chip in and do some of that work to complete the list on the spreadsheet that we have. And we expect that hopefully in the next few months that will be before Township Council. Other than that, of course, we did. Does anyone else want to talk about their experience on Eddie, you were doing a lot of work with the Underground Railroad tour and some of the historic signage. I don't want to talk about any members if you guys want to talk about the work we're doing.
Something that does railroad.
It's like,
So I'll just give kind of a brief overview of the Underground Railroad tour project, if you haven't been able to do that yet. We worked last year with the mayor and sort of permission to create a walking tour of all the Underground Railroad sites in Upper Darby. And by sites, some of them no longer exist, so some of them are just spots that you go to, and we created a really nice brochure that goes over all of the sites to visit as well. So now that it's a nice, crisp fall walking day, good time to mention that again.
And that's very nicely done. That's work.
Yeah, thanks.